Hey guys, welcome to our new video. In the last video, we have learned about how you can import an asset in Unity. And as promised, today I will be telling you about that character controller which we imported in the last video. So here we go. Here you can see my screen where we have the that character controller which we imported yesterday. And today we will go through it, how it works and how it all happened. Okay. Firstly, for those who are new, I request you to kindly watch that video also if you want to know how to import an asset and which asset is this. Okay. By the way, this is the started character controller by Unity third person. Okay. Now you can see from mouse, I can move left or right or left, and I can even move like I can like move from W, S from backward, A from left, S from right, the normal standard controls. Also, I can run from pressing W plus shift, and like even I can also like climb stairs. You can see here. I can even jump. So for example, I can jump on it, and this is how this small asset works. You can see that I can walk fast, climb, jump like this. The very basic and cool asset with a controller of character where you can like move your character. Now I will just explain you about all these things. So I will be just stopping the game. Okay, I will be like I will be like maximizing it, minimizing it. Sorry. Now you can see a very small environment. Here you can see the hierarchy which consists of lightning. So whatever the lightning is, this like a direction or whatever, it's consist here. Like you can expand it, you can see. Okay. It has environment where all these things are there. It has main camera which contains of cinemachine. So cinemachine is the kind of an asset which you can find in the package manager Unity registry kind. Okay. So this is not any external asset, it's inbuilt from Unity only developed it. You can call it like that. Okay, we have UI canvas also. Now what is this? If I enable it, you can see this consists of mobile controls. I will play it. Okay, I will just like play it. Okay. And now you can see one hand I'm using mouse. Okay. And but you can see that I still can't use these controls. The reason. So why I'm not able to use it, I will tell you the accurate reason. Okay. So firstly, you can see, I will go on player armature. Okay. Here you can see it is telling it have all those things like what it is. So cursor locked. So I will just cursor locked false so that I can move cursor. I don't need to press escape multiple times. We have also have other controls, but few of the controls doesn't work in the normal space. Okay. But before moving to the Android one, I will also show you this. So this is the main amateur, like this is the main player. Okay. It consists of character controller. It consists of third person controller script, which is having move speed, its sprint speed and rotation speed, grounded jump, and all of those things. Basic rigid body starter assets input. So it consists of jump, sprint, and all player input. So if I go here, starter assets, and I can also see here on tools. These are third person amateur install dependency. These are the other stuffs which get imported in case you need it. But to try mobile controls, firstly, I will, instead of this PC Mac, what you have to go is go on file, then build setting. And instead of this PC Max, I will change my uh, build setting to Android. So I will click on Android and tap on switch platform. So what this will do is this will switch all my platform for Android. And why we do it. Okay, now let me just tell you, few of the assets are logged in the case that it contains that when you but if you are using an Android, then you need to switch to Android, then only those code will work. Now when I choose to Android, can't control it with WASD keys. I need to only use those buttons and all. Now, coming to more and all stuffs, which I will be telling you. So, generally, in the starting of the game only, when, like, for example, you created a game, you already know that for which platform you are creating. So, maybe you are creating for just fun, like for yourself only learning and all, and you want to test it on your device only, or making like a PC control game. So, then you just need to have the PC Mac is the main platform. If you're making for Android, you need to switch it from the starting so that it will take less time. Why? Because the more assets gets imported during the development duration of the game, the more time it takes to switch, because there are more of the files, many dependencies also changes. Okay, you can see on my screen near PC Mac, this icon is there. So this icon shares that way what's the current build platform. Okay. So when it will be completed and it will be turned to Android, you will see this icon here. Okay. Similarly, you can do for all these things, but most of these things needs like what we call it, their old developer kit. Like you can't make a PS5 build directly from your system and try on your PS5 or PS4. You need a developer kit and all. But your majorly we use, there are four platforms where you guys can do it: PC, Android, iOS, and WebGL. WebGL, Android, and PC, the Windows PC, you can do it only from your Windows laptop or any kind of laptop. Okay. But for making a build for Mac or iOS, you need a Mac system. It can be a MacBook, it can be a Mac Mini. So these are important things you need to know. Okay, now you can see it compile and you can see. Okay, I will just do it a reload so that it reset a bit. Okay, and I will re-enable it because if you remember that we didn't save it, that's why I need to redo it. I will play the game. Okay, here you can see the cursor is locked. Okay, so I will firstly stop the cursor loading. Okay, lock. I will remove the cursor lock. Give me a minute. So I added this thing. Now I need to go on at starter editor, environment, prefabs. Okay, this is player and all. Scenes we have playground and all. Character we have, third person controller we have, input system we have, editor and all. Okay, now what I will be going to do is I will be coming here, player input. I will go on this. Okay, cursor log here. Okay, gamepad also you can use. So I have choose any. Now what happens with any is, let me just show you. Now cursor logged I have removed. So when I play, my cursor will not get disabled. You can see. So what this means is any I can use from any control. I can even use my keyboard control, but now my one hand is on mouse. Okay, so this hand which I use for keyboard is open here. And now you can just see it. I can move from here. Okay. This is for just rotation of cameras. Doing it. Jump. So now for this thing, I need two fingers because one I need to hold it here and then I need to move. So, and if I go from here instead of player output, we'll go to gamepad. Now this will use the gamepad only. Okay. Also, make sure if auto switch is off, it will not work. Now you can see I'm using my hand for keyboard movement and it's not working. It's only working on gamepad. So if you are making a PC game and you need a character controller, you can use this asset very well. This has that all power which can make your game more awesome, like a prototype or something. It has all those things. It has all the controls. So this was needed. This was very important that you need to go on player armature, and you need to just change the default scheme. So keyboard, mouse, or any. Okay. Now next thing is UI canvas. and main camera. So for example, you want to change the camera angles. This is the Cinemachine thing. So what this do is this brings the smoothness in the camera. Okay. I will definitely in further videos, I will show you what Cinemachine generally do in the very mainstream thing. Okay, what Cinemachine do. Also, if you are using this asset, there is also a first person asset, which is similar. Just the first person is generally the meaning of first person in a very small term is currently you are seeing a third person where you are seeing the player from the back side. Like player is here and camera is its back, kind of this thing. So, okay, like this. Okay. In first person, what happen is camera, which I will just like disable cinema machine. Camera is front of this view is for the first person. Okay. Don't forget to save it by Control S. And if you are on a Mac system, Apple system, then you need to use Command S to save. Okay. Also, for mobile here, you can see there's a prefab also. If by mistake you don't delete this, you can also use the UI canvas inputs and all. Okay. It consists of a whole asset PDF where you just know about first person controller asset, third person, what's the third person uses a humanoid character rig. Okay. uh, Switching input system, how to set up starter assets in a new scene, building to a mobile device, setting up ground and character layer, add a custom character. To add a custom character, what you need to do. So it all tells you about how those all stuffs. Whenever you use any asset and if it comes with a documentation, I personally recommend you to give some time to the reading the documentation because sometimes uh, the thing which you want to integrate it is very small, but you are unable to integrate. The reason why is you are just like whatever will be doing is you will just seeing all those options. Okay, where it is written here or not, and but in the documentation that will be very much versatile and you will after reading the documentation you will oh this was very close to my eyes. So to save the times on these stuffs you can directly work on making the things better. Okay, so I'll replay it because I like this concept. Like you can use this in any of your game. You just need to change the scene also, or you can just copy the amateur and canvas and all things, main camera and all to the new scene, and it will just copy paste. Okay. And you can add like all those functionality. But it comes with a lots of theory. It's not about copy pasting. You need to know what tags are using. Okay, like this. Similarly, we can also see this thing that it comes with UI in event system. Now I will be I will be posting up on our next video on UI canvas and all. So stay updated with that also. A video will be coming very soon on it. Uh, Great. And this is the lightning. And as I mentioned, you can also increase the shadow. So it will look good. And just stay updated with our channel. Make sure you subscribe the channel because when you do it, it will be very much good for us. Like will keep us bringing more and more contents for you. And anyone who is starting in making games you can refer your friends also. Watch it. Many more are coming. Stay updated. So for this video, it's enough. Make sure to try this asset. It will be a good learning. If you want to know how to download assets in Unity, you can watch my previous video on Code Wizards channel. You will find it out. So thanks a lot, guys.